Too many times over the years, being in this automotive space for 25 years, people want to know, how do I get my credit together, or what are some ways for me to do what? Build my credit. So in this video, I'm going to tell you 9 ways how to build your credit. I have my notes because I just want to make sure I am very clear on all the 9 ways to build your credit. Number 1, make on-time payments. Everybody knows in order to build credit, you have to make your payments on time. When you buy a car, buy a house, get a credit card, pay rent, or a store credit card, you have to make your payments on time. So if the payment is due on the 30th of the month, you got to make your payment on time. Now let me just give you a little hint here. Something that may help you is that most of the time when you pay your car payment, your house payment, your mortgage, there is a grace period. You have so many days to make that payment without receiving a late charge. So what you want to do is you want to talk to your lender and find out, hey, do you have a grace period? Because you just want to know if you need to be a little bit late, will it hurt? Will you be charged a late fee? Okay? Because not normally, this is true for anybody, right? Anytime when it comes to credit reporting, you have 30 days. If you're 30 days late on your payment, then it's going to report to your credit bureau. If you need that extra time after the grace period of the 10 days, remember you got to refer back to your lender to find out what their grace period is, or even if they have one. What you want to do is, before you get to the 30 and maybe you just write a check and send everything through the mail, you need to call on that 27th or that 28th day and make that payment. And in some cases, some people need to use the 29th. Most definitely you don't want to use the 30th. And then if you use the 29th day, the one day before it's due, just want to make sure if you do that, you have a conversation with your lender who you pay, is because it might be that cutoff time might be noon, or it might be 11 o'clock, or it might be 3 o'clock. The cutoff time in order for it not to report, not to pay that day, show up that day being paid versus the next day. Number 2, making rent payments on time. Did you know that in some cases, well, in a lot of cases, when you pay your rent, it can get reported to your credit report? It's called Credit My Rent. You can get that reported to your credit report. So if you have any questions about that, you can always reach out to me, ask questions about that. So why not get your rent report to your credit report? It's a trade line. It will report, but you have to inquire about it, because if anything, everybody needs a place to stay. Doesn't matter whether you have a landlord, whether you paying a management company, or you paying a person, or you paying a relative. But the smartest thing you can do is on your rent payments is do what? Pay them with a check. It's about having a track record. Why are you paying people in cash? Now, I'm a landlord. I love it when you pay cash. I just write you a receipt, right? But why wouldn't you write a check? So that you can have a track record. You're probably saying, Regina, who writes checks these days, right? But you can also do what? You can have it coming taken out your account. I mean, that's an option too. You can have it coming out your account, about your checking account or your savings account monthly. Number 3, open a savings or checking account. This is not going to help you establish credit by having a checking or savings account, but you want to have a checking and savings account. A lot of people do what? Oh, I get my money on my card from work, or I get my money on my rush card, or I get my money on my chime card, or I get my money on my card because I get it 2 days early, or I get it 1 day early. It's more companies out there than the rush card, because rush card was the first one that actually bought out the fact that you can get your money 2 days early. And instead of waiting until Friday to get paid, people want to get paid 2 days early. I get it, but that's not helping you. So open a checking and savings account. Number 4, work with a credit repair specialist if you have issues with your credit. Credit specialist is me. So if you watch this video on my platform, you know what to do. Just inbox me. Leave me a comment. Tell me you want to talk to me about credit repair. Number 5, check your credit report for errors. Now, this is important because if your name is spelled wrong on your credit report, if your address is wrong on your credit report, then you know what? That's an error. You want to get that corrected. Why? It's because, just think about it. You open up a credit card account, you buy a house, or you buy a car. And if your zip code is wrong, or your address is wrong. Maybe it should be a drive, or maybe it doesn't have drive on there for your street. And then it goes somewhere else and you never get your bill and you forgot that you opened up an account. So you want to make sure your address is right on your credit report. You want to clear up all the errors. Maybe your credit card bill, maybe your credit card company reported wrong to your credit report. So that's important. Maybe you have a 30 days late or 6 days late and you didn't even know it, and it was an error. Remember, these people are human. People make errors. So it's very important that what you do your checkup with your credit report. Some people have credit monitoring where they monitor their credit. So I would suggest you do that. Number 6, lower your credit card balances. The worst thing that you can do is have over 30% with your credit card balances. The golden number is 10 or 15%. That's that golden number of your credit card balances. If you need to use it, get on a plan with paying that card off. You can't pay it off in 30 days. Get a plan with paying off in 90 days, 3 months, or 4 months. But get on a plan. Number 7, get a secure card. You can get a secure card. Now, what is a secure card? If you apply for, I'm going to say a Capital One credit card, right? Because that is one of my favorite companies, Capital One, is because if my customers can't get into a car, or whether they can get into a car or not, and they don't have any credit established, or they have little credit, or maybe they got bruised credit, doesn't matter. I say, you know what? Let me send you a link to Capital One. Let me see if you can get this Capital One credit card. Well, when they get denied, they'll come back and they'll offer them a secure card. They'll say, you know what? You turned down, but I need $150, $200 to actually open up a secure card where you're using your own money. You're using your own money. They may charge a $50 or a $25 annual fee, but you're using your own money to buy things. And in return, that company, whether it's Capital One or any company, what are they doing? They're reporting to your credit report. So why not use that secure card to get gas, to buy food, pay a bill, and then pay it off? You have to pay it anyway, so why not use your secure card to do that? That's number 7. Number 8, don't apply for any loans or any credit cards. Now, when I say that is, some people, they get their credit score up, and you know what they do? They run out and they just start applying for 10 or 12 credit cards. Oh, I can get a credit card. I'm just going to get all what I want. That's not the thing to do when you're looking to build your credit. But if you want more building credit, what you need to do is you need to check out some other videos that I have already on my channel. Or just continue to check the videos out because I'm always sharing. Now, number 9 is to maintain a good job history, right? Maintain. Yes, we all elevate ourselves, which we move up, right? We move up. We may be working this one job for 2 years or maybe a year, and then maybe you get a better job, right? You get a better job. So you know what? You leave one job and you go to another. The worst thing you can do while you're building credit is to work a job, have 4 months off and with no money, and then start another job. It's because you know why? You're not going to have any money through doing those 4 months. And how are you going to pay your bills? So don't quit one job until you have another job. Let me just say it to you again. The last tip I can give you, number 9, don't quit one job before you get another job. So I hope this helped. I just wanted to share some information because for 25 years being in this automobile space, I get these questions all the time. So what I like to do is what? Give you the blueprint. All right? Now, remember, on YouTube, you can always go back, and listen to it over and over and over again. Or you can download it and do what? You can share it with a friend. And if you subscribe to my channel, you know what else you can do? You can get a notification every time I drop a video. All right? See you in the next one.